What makes a great watch brand is something that is totally debated. Is it technical supremacy? Is it the ability to produce something that was previously thought to be impossible, like Patek Philippe and like De Bethune and things like that? Or can it be as simple as producing an absolutely gorgeous, timeless, and rich design, which seems like so much lesser, but really is it? Right?
Pop culture.
Pop culture is right. What is up, Watch Fam? Happy Friday, and welcome to this week's episode of Liquor Run. I am Christian. What are you laughing at? Already?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Gee, let's roll. Okay, so I am super excited for today for a couple of reasons. One, today is our giveaway. We are giving away a watch and some other things soon to a subscriber every month. And today is our first giveaway. We're giving away this awesome Waltham. They call it shock resistant, which at some point in time was like interesting technology. Today we take it for granted, but there was a point in time in which if you dropped a watch or if you did anything that was mildly aggressive with a watch, it would just kind of break. You know. Right. Anyway, it's not a big technical achievement here, but the watch itself is beautiful. It's a manually wound watch. It's new old stock, never touched. Alpha hands, beautiful faceted case. We actually bought a lot of these, 30 of them, and we just listed them all in the Theo and Harris watch shop. So I decided, you know what? Let me give one away to a subscriber. What's up?
And I remember when you began Theo and Harris.
Yep.
Waltham was an important brand to you.
I love them because the quality, and two, the value. Right. We're talking these watches are $300, $325,
right,
and significantly under $500.
Yeah, right.
You can get a new old stock,
right?
Really well produced, serviceable watch that is beautiful. So that's great,
and a beautiful entree into the vintage world.
100%. Second. We're going to be talking today about specifically Andy Warhol and why his commentary on the Cartier brand, his Tank, is so insightful to what's made the brand so popular. Cartier now is a world power, and yet nothing about them screams watchmaker. They're more of designers. So what does it mean to be a great watch? And real quick before we start, if you're here for the watch giveaway, go to this timestamp. All right, Dad, thank you for coming on today's episode. The watch you're wearing, which we'll start off with, is very relevant today. What is it?
It's a Cartier step case.
Yeah, that is a mint watch.
Thank you.
Tell me why you got it.
I've always been a fan of Cartier watches.
Why?
I love minimalism. I love how thin they are, but yet there's a certain level of class. Less is more, and for me, Cartier is the epitome of that.
So super elegance. It's chic.
Yes.
It's been worn by everyone from Muhammad Ali to Truman Capote.
Right.
I say that because there couldn't be more opposites. You know. It's the watch to wear, which is today's topic. I am wearing an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. It is a complicated example in nearly mint condition. The case is so incredibly immaculate. This watch is available in the Theo and Harris watch shop, unlike your Cartier. So today's topic, I'm just going to introduce it, and then we're going to crack open this bottle of wine. I think that Andy Warhol, which was a modern artist,
yes,
right?
He was.
Extremely famous, some of the most recognizable art of all time.
Very influential.
He did everyone from Campbell's Soup to John Gotti, right? I think that what was so interesting about Warhol's commentary on Cartier is that Warhol is not a watch guy, right? Warhol had no authority on the topic of watches.
But he made Cartier and watches very cool.
Absolutely. Andy Warhol represents so much of why Cartier is an important brand.
Yes.
Right? Because it's not about watches, it's not about movements and hairspring, it's not about center wheels or balance cocks. It's about style, it's about class, it's about the intangible.
Yeah.
Right? What are we drinking, Daddy-O?
We're drinking a Verdejo from Rueda, Spain. It's been, I think, a little bit since we've had some Spanish wine. And I was in a Spanish mood, my Spanish heart.
Your Spanish side came out.
I love this wine because, number one, it's 100% Verdejo, an indigenous Spanish grape. Verdejo. It's a 100-year-old Verdejo vines.
Okay.
And you find this wine about 100 miles outside of Madrid. So if you think about Valladolid, Avila, Segovia, that's where this wine reigns supreme.
Yeah.
So you're not that far. If you're in Madrid, you can drink some Verdejo.
Okay.
I love it because it's very similar to Sauvignon Blanc, but without some of that grassiness. Let's give it a shot.
Viva España!
Viva España. España la mejor.
You know what's funny? We haven't addressed this in a while. Why do we talk about watches and drink wine? There are two reasons. Actually three reasons. One, I think that because I'm so passionate about watches, it's amazing to allow my dad a space on YouTube to share his passion as well, which also is watches and clothes, but really is wine, right? Why are you wearing a scarf still? What are you doing?
That's very cool.
Second, because really anyone who loves watches that didn't have a previous history with alcoholism, can relate to some of the best conversations about watches, happen over a glass of wine. Why is it so objectionable? Why is Anna laughing? I forgot number 3, probably to do with the wine. So without further ado, please taste this wine. Let me know what you think.
All right. So before we talk about Truman Capote and Gay Talese.
Who's Gay Talese? Who's Gay Talese? Are you going to tell me?
He's a writer.
Okay.
All right.
You mean Toulouse-Lautrec?
No. That's it.
Really
Cool. Now read about him.
Liquor is the best show on YouTube.
The guy wore incredible watches.
Okay.
Lived on Park Avenue. Okay. And walked this little effing dog on Park Ave. So when I think of this, I think of that guy.
Yeah. The point of Cartier, what makes the brand one of the world's most important brands is that apart from watches, it epitomizes style. It connects people with ultra stylish, refined, not rich in money, but rich in taste people. That's what's so amazing about this.
Right.
Many watch people hate to hear it. Watch people love to, Cartier's a fashion brand. That's, first of all, that's super elitist. Who are you to say, what is a watch brand and what is a fashion brand, right? Number 2, the fact that you're belittling the importance of watch design is ignorant.
There is watch couture.
It's watch couture.
The same way that you've got it in a fabric, you've got it in a watch. Yeah. In a hard good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's not about whether the movement is quartz or whether it's mechanical.
Right.
My personal Cartier, which at the moment, and it's always changing, is a Tank American, and the watch is quartz. I could not care less. The same way your Tiffany watch, it's ultra thin quartz watch.
Right.
I think it's absolutely incredible. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak in the shop right now, it's a quartz watch. The beauty of the Royal Oak, just the same as the beauty of the Cartier and the Tiffany, is not the movement. Right, the beauty is the design.
It's the design.
And what the movements offer is usually thinness.
Right.
The thinness that a quartz movement can offer is almost impossible by a mechanical watch.
Correct.
Possible, sometimes also ultra expensive when it is possible. So the point here,
Andy Warhol,
to get back to Andy Warhol, said he wears a Cartier, and he doesn't wear a Cartier because of the time. In fact, he rarely even winds the watch. He wears a Cartier because it's the watch to wear. That, at least to me, speaks on 2 levels. One, on the level of, hey, listen, this is just, I'm not pretending to know 1,000 things about watches. I'm not pretending to be an expert on the matter. I wear it because it's gorgeous, because it's interesting, and that's it, I want it.
It's a real interesting point, because there are a lot of companies that have incredible legacy, right? Ferragamo is one, Hermes, but they've tried to go into the watch. I know Hermes has definitely tried to go into the watch business, but Cartier is known for other things, right?
Outside
of
they
watches,
have a lot of things. Yeah,
right.
No. Cartier produces nothing technically impressive, basically,
and yet they've been able to carve this incredible niche, where people buy Cartier watches as much as they'll buy the cologne, the scent, the bracelet, and so many other things, which is it's an incredible story. Now, back to Warhol, the fact that Warhol wore that watch almost as a simple accessory to who, Warhol was much bigger to me than the Cartier watch that he was wearing.
Of course.
Right? But yet, it was nothing but a simple accessory. And that's what made it cool.
A necessity.
To
achieve that.
Yes. To complete the look.
Yes. Cartier is not a purveyor of technically impressive things as far as watches. Cartier produces a little love bracelet and girls buy it for $6,000.
Right.
It's silly.
Right.
But one, the branding is so strong, and two, what they've been able to do is make their simple items almost, I hate to say the word necessity because it's not necessities, but necessity if you want to be considered of a certain aesthetic. If you want to be a refined person, you probably own a Cartier. The point of the conversation is just to put everything in perspective. Some watch brands are cool or are interesting or are desirable because of their technical supremacy. Patek 5970 is technically impressive. Perpetual calendar chronograph, very difficult mechanism.
Right.
But then, equally as valid, you have a watch like the Tank or the Basculant or the Tank American or the Cintre that all it is a design. All it is a sculpture to wear on your wrist in precious metal. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, not only is nothing wrong with that, that formula has led to one of the most successful companies ever.
In my mind, Cartier reigns supreme
over so many brands.
That probably have better watches.
Yeah.
But when you put that watch on your wrist, and you look at, once again, right, simplicity, opulence.
It's bold.
Fashion. Status. Cartier does
Cartier.
it. So we love you.
We're ready to do the first ever T&H giveaway. Doing them every month. Again, Waltham. Gorgeous, new old stock watch, never worn. Dial is immaculate. Movement is hand winding. We randomized all of our contestants and chose a YouTube subscriber. So if you don't already subscribe to our channel right now to enter for next month. But this month's winner is Mr. Alberto Garcia. Alberto! Salud! Alberto, congratulations! You won this only for doing nothing else, but for being a subscriber to our channel.
Tell your friends, Alberto.
We are so grateful to all of you. We're at scale, we're going to be giving away like 4 or 5 things every month, but this month we just started off with one just to test this new concept. Alberto, thank you so much. Thank you all so much for subscribing. This is, for all of us, as a family, as a T&H company, a dream come true to have even one person, even one Alberto Garcia watching this channel.
Right.
Nonetheless, 57,000.
Right.
So thank you all so much. Alberto, comment below with your email so we can contact you and we can send you this wonderful vintage new old stock Waltham. We're so excited, man.
Gracias.
It's awesome. Well, he could be 4th generation. How do you know he speaks Spanish?
With a name like Alberto Garcia, tienes que hablar español, hombre.
Guys, thank you so much again for watching. I love you all very much. Thanks for watching Lick Run.
Thank you.
Adios.